Hello everyone, so now it's time for us to go to the Xcode project and develop the communication of the app and the server side. Before going there, I would like to explain you how the arrays and the dictionaries are working. Okay, so this is the picture which allows us to understand the logic of array. Okay, so how does it work? In our home VC, we have an array which is called posts. This array posts is storing all the arrays and all the posts which have been loaded from the server. So as you see, the largest box, this is the dictionary or array. And the name of the box is posts. In this large box, there are small boxes like post at index 0, post at index 1, and post at index 2. So the index start from 0. So this large box, which is posts, can store a millions or billions of objects in it till the memory of your device will be full. Okay, so the index will start from 0, 1, 2, etc. So the large box posts is having a small box in it, which is a post at index 0, post at index 1, etc. And every single small box is storing some information in it. In our case, it stores ID, it stores text of the post, it stores picture, URL, and the date created, etc., etc. So this is how array is working. So what was the reason for me to explain you this? Because we will have to now build a logic. Okay, so we have the application. We have application Facebook. Open this. We will be working with the home vc.swift class. And the main logic of this, for me to explain you the way how the posts are working, is because we have a number of cells in our home view controller scene, and let's say when we click on the first cell, we must get the ID of this post, because as you remember, in likes we need to have the post ID and the user ID. So when we click like button, we need to get the ID of the certain post. Let's say this is that is the one, so we must be able to get this ID of this post. Okay, so for that we will build a logic, and the step number 1 will be to create an outlet connections. So we are calling assistant editor, and we are going to home VC, and we are scrolling right to the bottom of the class. Hold Control left mouse click, drag it here, and we name it like button underscore clicked, and here we make the type connection type of action. Okay, and we click connect. And the same we are doing for another prototype cell which we're having with the picture cell. So select your like button, hold Ctrl left mouse click, drag it to this function which we right now created. Okay, so and we will now create an outlet connection in the dedicated class of the cell. So we are now switching the class to the pic cell for the picture cell cell. So select on the like button, hold Ctrl left mouse click, drag it here, and we'll name it like button, and this is of type outlet connection. The same we are doing for the no picture cell. So select the like button, make sure that you are in no picture cell. You can go manually. In my case it doesn't show, so I'll go manually. No pixel, here we go. So that is the button. Hold Ctrl left mouse click, drag it here, like button, connection type outlet, and we click connect. Excellent. So there was a reason why we have created action connection. Yes, we understand when we click this button we want certain action to happen, but outlet connection, the reason for us to create outlet connection was to get the index path of this cell, to get this index, because post is having a lot of posts in it, so we need to get each post based on its index. Okay, how are we gonna do that? Very simple. We're going to home view controller. This is a superb and professional way of programming. We will go to cell for row at index path, cell configuration. That is the function. Come here, then we'll scroll down here before we return the cell and append image. Here we will write get the index of the cell in order to get the certain posts ID. Okay, and how we do that? Very simple. We'll write cell dot like button dot tag, the tag of the button. If you watched my another course, full Swift course, so you know how this works, equals to index path dot row. This is how we get it. The same we are doing for the pick cell. We're scrolling right to the bottom. Before we return the cell here, we get the index of the cell in order to access the certain post from the posts dictionary of arrays. Okay, so now we are scrolling right to the bottom to our action function. This function will be executed when like button has been pressed or clicked. Okay, so here we need to make minor updates. Instead of the sender, we want to make your like button means sender means any object that executed this function. So sender is a reference variable. Under sender will be understood any object that executed this function. So I will give a name to make it very clear, like button, and it will respond to the library of UI button because only buttons will be executing this function. Okay, very good. So now we will write this function. First of all, we will have to get first of all, what we want to do is whenever we click the cell, we want to change the image. So we write like button dot set image, and here we want to set image, which is UI image. Open the round bracket, select named, and named will be like.png. For state.normal, change icon of the button. Okay, and after we change the icon, we must access ID of the user and ID of the post in order to send it to the server. Here, what we will do is, you know how we access the safe method of accessing the ID, guard let equals to current user question mark, then open and close square brackets, then make ID reference, else return access ID of the current user. Very good. So the same we are doing for the post ID. Guard let post underscore ID will be equals to the posts. This stores all of the posts. For you to make it clear, I will make it super clear for you. I will here print out for you the posts. So meantime, while my project is loading, we'll write guard let post equals to posts, Then we are getting the large box. Then we need to go to the small box. We're right here. We need to get the, by the way, index of this. Let me here get the index of the cell in order to access relevant post ID. Posts ID. Okay. So here I will create a new variable which will be let row or index path row equals to like button dot tag. And here we write post ID equals to posts index path row, then exclamation mark, and then we are accessing ID. So we're accessing this post, then we are accessing the ID. This is how we go to it. Else we want to return. Here we are accessing ID of the post, of the certain post, which is related to the cell where the button like has been tapped or clicked. Okay, so I will show you now. Okay, so here posts are loaded. So here are the posts. This is post at index 0. This is this one. Then that one is under index 1. That one. Then that one under index 2. That one, etc. So what we are doing, if we clicked guys this cell which stores this post, hello there my second new post, that one. So this is we are assigning as the tag of this button the row of this cell, index path row. So this is in current case 0. When the cell is loaded, we automatically assign this index path row as the tag of the button. When we click this, we retrieve the tag of the button. Then we are going to the posts in order to get the ID, the all posts, to all of these posts. Then we're going to the certain index path row, which is in the current case 0. Then we are accessing the value under the key ID, like this. This is how does it work. So I hope now is a little bit clear for you if you're new in the programming. Okay, since we got all the variables which we need to send to the server, now we will prepare request. Prepare request. So first we need to create a URL. Let URL equals to URL through string. Here write http //localhost/fb/likes, or just like in my case, this is the name of the PHP file, and exclamation mark here. So then we create a body, let body equals to, and here we write post ID equals / open and close round brackets. Here make the reference to the post ID variable which we created, and user underscore ID equals / open and close round brackets. In the round brackets make a reference to the user ID, and action equals insert, as we want to insert post in this video. Now we'll create a request, var request equals to URL request, open the round bracket with the URL, which is a URL, and then request dot HTTP method equals to post. Then we write request dot HTTP body equals our body which we created with the data using .utf-8 encoding. Very good. So now we'll send this request to the server. So we'll write URL session, means to open and launch the session. .shared means allow this to the app. Then data task with the URL request and completion handler. curl request, the request which we've created, completion handler here, data of type data, response of type response, error of type error. Here we want everything to do in the background queue, dispatch.main.asynchronously. Here don't forget immediately to write resume. And here first we want to check for the error occurred, which is if error is not nil, then want to return. And you can put here some show alert message as well, as we have done. That is the one. Then we write do open and close curly brackets. In the curly brackets first we want to access in safe mode data received from the server. Guard let data equals data else show the error message, which is a data error. After that we are converting data to JSON. Let JSON equals try JSON serialization dot data with object and options. Object data which we have accessed, and options dot allow fragments. Supposed to be, yeah, I'm sorry, here it should be JSON object with data. That is the one. Data which we've created dot allow fragments, and want to cast it as an S dictionary. Excellent. After that we want to print our JSON, and here after do we need to catch the error. Here we will write JSON error and return as well. So this is the actual logic of this. Let's now build and run and see how it's gonna work for us. Here I'll clear everything as likes. Okay, I got nothing. Yeah, here we need to remove the exclamation mark. Here we need to return. In guard else method is very important to return. So actually, as the first step, we have two options, which is insert and delete. In this video, we are trying to insert the post, and in the next video, we will make a logic. If it's already likened by the user, then we will if we click one more time, then it will be unlikened the post. Okay, so here are our posts. I will click this button. Here, like has been registered successfully. Excellent. And don't be worried, later on we'll implement the animation for this to make it more awesome. Okay, here we go. So the post ID is 6. Hello there, my second new post. Let's check the post ID 6. The ID of the post 6. Hello there, my second post. Here we go. So everything works very well. So this is for no picture cell, and let's check for the picture cell. And let's see, like has been registered successfully. Very good. And let's refresh our likes. So here, post ID, which is 5 by the user 22. Okay, post, we're going post, and let's check the 5. 5, it's my new post. Yes, that is correct one, and this is the picture, and this is the URL for the picture. So that is really awesome, guys. That is really amazing result. So congratulations, we've achieved the likes for our Facebook app. Good job and really awesome. Congrats.